What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Super here, and welcome back to another Q&A video. I was actually going to do this one back to back. So I was going to do the one that I did before, which I think was last Friday, and then I was going to do this one on Saturday, but I ended up recording, so I'm like, you know what, let me save this for next week, because I actually really enjoy doing the Q&A videos. I just hadn't done one in a long time because there was so much to play with Mortal Kombat 11, etc. So maybe I'll start doing these regularly. Maybe not every week, but I had so many questions and so many good questions that I wanted to make another one in back-to-back weeks. So here we go. Leave a like on the video if you enjoy the Q&A action. Let's start off with a couple of the most common questions that I get, which is, have I ever considered voice acting? Was one of them. And the answer is actually yes. I have considered doing voice acting. I don't know how I would ever get started on doing that. My voice is something that I've developed over the last 10 years that I've been doing YouTube. If you guys go back to some of my old videos, some of my old commentaries, just like everybody else, it sounds absolutely horrible. But as you get more experience doing YouTube, you learn that you have to, it's not really exaggerating a voice, it's just more like making it entertaining, you know what I mean? Because I do talk like this normally, but obviously when I record a video, I make it sound more exciting than I normally would, you know, when I talk, or I like sort of deepen the voice a little bit, but it's something that I've gotten used to. So now I kind of talk that way when I'm not recording, which is cool because, you know, I like the way it sounds now. But back in the day, it definitely sounded pretty bad. And I think every single content creator on YouTube will tell you that they develop their voice over time, whether it changes in tone, whether it changes in excitement, or whether it changes in, smoothness. I don't know what else to call it, but every content creator starts off like with a horrible speaking voice when they first start doing YouTube, and then they just develop over time. That's just something that comes natural with the more you practice and the more you get comfortable speaking, sort of like on camera. So yeah, if an opportunity were to ever come to do some sort of voice acting, that would be really cool. All right, so next question here is, when am I ever going to play with subscribers? And I guess that leads into the next one, which is, when am I going to stream again? And the answer to that is, I definitely will stream. Let me answer the second one first. I definitely want to stream. Maybe not like soon, or maybe soon, I don't know. It's because whenever I stream, if I stream consistently, I sort of get worn out playing, you know, the games that I play, because as you guys know, I normally only play like Mortal Kombat 11 or Mortal Kombat X, like, you know, 4 hours a week, 2 to 4 hours, 2 to 6 hours a week. So when I stream, obviously I have to stream for a good amount of time, and then it kind of throws off the rhythm that I have to keep enjoying the game. But I do like interacting, and I like the chat, and I like playing with subscribers, because when I did stream before, like Mortal Kombat X on YouTube, I played with subscribers. I would just make like random lobbies and people would join, challenge me, etc. And it's something that I want to do again. So the next time that I do stream MK11 or MKX or even Dragon Ball Fighters, playing with subscribers would definitely be the #1 thing that I want to do. And as far as when am I going to do it, I have no idea, but I definitely want to stream again sometime soon. And what I'm going to do is, instead of streaming on Twitch, I'm going to stream on YouTube, because I already have you guys watching the YouTube videos. I have the established fan base here, and not that Twitch is bad or anything, but I'm liking a lot of what YouTube gaming has turned into. I heard that the experience is a lot easier when it comes to actually setting up streams and streaming, and also I get access to like the super chat, and I get access to like the new subscriber thing, like YouTube members or whatever it is, which is pretty much like a Twitch sub. And I haven't streamed on Twitch in so long that kind of want to get my feet wet with YouTube gaming, see how that is, and see if I like it a lot more than Twitch. So whenever I do stream, it's going to be on YouTube on my channel, and let's see what happens. And of course, I'm going to be playing with subscribers. That's going to be the #1 priority when I do stream. All right, moving on here. Why don't I do a video in Spanish? Because you guys know I was born in Honduras. I am Latino. I speak pretty fluent Spanish, but the only time that I speak Spanish is when I speak to my mom, or when I'm like singing songs that I listen to in Spanish, mostly Luis Miguel, which is, I ended up like, I know he's like real old school, and a lot of like your Latino moms or Latino dads would probably like that, which you would find really weird that I would like it. But since my dad used to only play Luis Miguel, I ended up just like falling in love with his music. And more like in the last year, I've like really went back and just fell in love with his music again. So that's literally the only time that I speak Spanish, is when I'm singing the songs and when I'm speaking to my mom. So my vocabulary in Spanish really sucks. So I would not be able to carry an entire video speaking Spanish. So maybe the more I learn, because I have gotten a lot better with my Spanish and learning new words by listening to music and like, singing the lyrics, singing along with the songs. But I don't know if I could carry an entire video, but it would be cool to like start up a channel that's only dedicated to me speaking Spanish and doing videos in Spanish, because then I would learn a lot more fluent Spanish and a lot more words if I like only dedicate the entire channel and the entire video to speaking Spanish, because I can't upload a video only speaking Spanish, or I can't upload videos only speaking Spanish on this channel because most of you speak English, right? So a lot of people wouldn't even understand. And then doing these subtitles would take a very long time. But having a channel dedicated only to Spanish would actually be really cool, and it would be a challenge, because I would definitely have to learn a lot more words to carry a video and make it entertaining the way I can with speaking English. So it would be a lot of fun, but it's something that I would definitely consider, but more so in the future when I sort of learn a little bit more. So next up here, what do I want to see in Injustice Número 3? So what do I want to see in Injustice 3? That's a tough question, but also an easy question, because tough question, I don't know what characters I want. Definitely the main, the standard characters, right? Flash, Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, Green Lantern. These characters have to be a staple. Joker. I think Darkseid should be a staple, honestly. These characters should be a staple. So picking the roster would actually be the difficult part, but the easy part is to explain to you guys what I want gameplay-wise in Injustice 3. What I want in Injustice 3 is just a brand new system. I want brand new mechanics. I do not want Injustice 3 to be a legacy game like Injustice 2 was. So if you guys don't know, Injustice 2 was a legacy game, meaning that everything from Injustice 1, gameplay-wise and system-wise, mechanics, carried over to Injustice 2. A lot of the characters' moves carried over from Injustice 1 to Injustice 2. That's why you guys saw a lot of people picking Batman, Superman. A lot of these characters had the same moves and the same things that they could do from Injustice 1 and 2. How many times have you seen Superman do forward 2-3 ice breath, forward 2-3 ice breath, forward 2-3 ice breath? You know what I mean? So all I want is for NetherRealm to just go crazy with their creativity, because they do have a lot of it over there. MKX, you guys saw what they did with that. I think even Injustice 1 and 2, even though Injustice 2 was a legacy game, you could do so much in that game combo-wise and with interactables and with traits that I would love to see NetherRealm just go crazy with, really fun ideas in Injustice 3. And one thing that I would love is for Injustice 3 to be a tag-based fighting game. Maybe not like Marvel versus Capcom tag-based fighting game, but it would be super cool for NetherRealm to make a tag-based fighting game that's, you know, or a fighting game based around tag mechanics. That would be so fucking cool. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it would be really cool to see at least a tag team feature in Injustice 3, sort of like what MK9 had. MK9 tag team was a lot of fun. Obviously, there was a lot of broken stuff in there because they never intended it to be a competitive thing. It was just more of a fun game mode, which could be the same if they put it in Injustice 3. Just, you know, something fun, something broken that players could take advantage of and have a little bit of fun. You know, have that be like an online mode that you could play. No ranking points, none of that. Just really fun. But honestly, I just want something fresh and something new for Injustice 3. Gameplay wise, and I hope they shorten the length of the screen. I don't want Injustice 3 to have like the gigantic screen. I don't want it to be as compact as MKX or MK11, because obviously you're dealing with superheroes, supervillains with superpowers, or at least most of them. So obviously the bigger screen sort of shows off a little bit more of what they could do. So I don't mind the bigger screen, but as long as it's not like absolutely fucking gigantic, where you could walk back all game long. So NetherRealm, hopefully you guys go crazy with Injustice 3 if it ends up being Injustice 3 that we get next. Next question is, was I popular in school? Not really. I mean, I definitely had a friend group, and I was in the basketball team and I played soccer. I was definitely, you know, a sports guy, but I would definitely not say that I was popular. I was just like normal. Like, I knew people. I didn't know a lot of people. I knew people, but no, I definitely was not popular. Do you have a girlfriend? No, I do not have a girlfriend currently, especially with all this like going on in the world right now. I rarely leave the house. And when I do, you know, I have friends that I go see or that come see me, but I do not have a dedicated girlfriend. I haven't had one in a long time, and it's mostly by choice, because actually it's 100% by choice, because I had a previous relationship that you guys have probably seen a video on, which is funny because I'm sure a lot of newer subs have not watched it. I'll leave it linked in the description if you guys want to see it. It's pretty much how I lost my virginity. Yeah, it's one of those videos. It actually got really popular and a lot of people really liked it. With all the stories that I would tell before, I ran out of like, well, actually I have a, you know, some good stories still to tell, but I haven't been wanting to make any of those videos at the moment, maybe in the future. But after that relationship, you know, I kind of had like the opposite of what most people have, which is you have fun in your teen years and then early 20s, and then you find a long-term girlfriend later on. Kind of had the reverse, where I had all the relationship stuff early on in my life, and now moving forward, I just want to, you know, be independent, have my fun, do whatever I want to do. And that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been rocking with the last, I don't know how many years, and that's probably how it's going to continue. But you never know, because when it comes to meeting a girl, you're going to meet somebody that you fall in love with the least time that you expected. I don't know if that's the right wording for it, but you're not going to be expecting when you meet the girl that you fall in love with. That's what I'm trying to say. It comes to you when you least expect it. That's what I'm trying to say. If you go out and look for it, it's probably not going to happen, but most of the time it just falls in your lap when you least expect it. So moving on here, what character do I want to see a fatality, or what character do I want to see perform a fatality in the MK movie? I've got a lot of questions about the MK movie. I have no idea what the plot is about. I know a lot of people were like shitting on it because it has some weird plot and a lot of made up stuff that's not in line with the MK lore. I know Johnny Cage is not in it, which how the hell are you gonna make a movie without Johnny Cage in it? I have no idea. I'm going into it with an open mind, but of course I want Scorpion to do some sort of fatality. Come on, man. Scorpion would be my number one character because I don't even know who the hell's in the movie other than Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Kano. I don't know who else is in the movie. Maybe Sonya. All right, so next up here, have I ever recorded a video while I was drunk? No, I have not. I have recorded a video when I was hungover, which is the video where I reacted to my hype and salts, like my best moments in MKX that I made like at the end of 2019. I definitely went out the night before. I was definitely gonna go out that night, but I was still hungover, and I'm like, you know what? Let me get my mind off things and let's react to these hype and salts. And it ended up curing my hangover because I was just laughing and having a good time watching some of the stupid things that I would say before, over the course of like 4 years at that time playing MKX. So no, I've never done a video drunk. I would definitely, but I mean, other than like when I would go out to bars, clubs, hanging out with friends, gatherings, I don't drink any alcohol. The only time that I do is in social like situations. So maybe if I like feel like drinking a day, then I would definitely consider it. My shoe size is 10.5 or 11, whatever, depending if it's like a sneaker or a boot. But around there. Favorite hobbies outside of YouTube? I really don't have many. I mean, I like to work out, and I like to, do some cardio. I guess is the same thing. I love playing basketball, but I haven't had the chance to in a long time. And other than that, honestly, the way things are right now, all I do is watch YouTube videos and watch movies that I've already seen before. Watch Mob Psycho 100 like a million times over and over and over again. And record videos. That's about it. Am I ever going to have merch? Probably not, because I mean, my name is Super. I can't really do much. I don't want to get sued by DC or something having like Superman stuff. But I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna have any merch anytime soon. Have I ever been to a Mortal Kombat tournament? No, I have not. I guess maybe I went to the Mortal Kombat launch reveal, Mortal Kombat 11 launch event, which was January of 2019, right? January 2019? No, January 2020. No. Dang, I can't even remember. But I went to the MK11 launch party. And that was kind of like, there was a tournament in there, so I guess you kind of count that as like a tournament? Probably not. But since I have no interest in competing, there's no reason for me to go to tournaments unless it's Evo, because it's fucking Vegas, baby. So whenever Evo comes back, the next one that happens and it's in Vegas, I'm down to go. Mostly because it's Vegas, baby. Let's see. Next up here, when did I start getting good at MK? Probably when I started dedicating 100% of my time to it back in 2015 when MKX came out. I sucked at the beginning, but the more tournaments I watched, the more pro players I watched and learned from just by watching and learning from YouTube videos of people who are experienced with the game and teaching people how to play. The more I learned, the more I got better. So in 2015, probably late 2015 is where it started clicking for me, and I started to get pretty good at the game. And then once MKXL came out in early 2016, I was like already pretty good. So when the new characters came out, I was doing really well with them, and then I just kept getting better from there the more you play. Let's see, how tall are you? I'm like 5'11", 6 feet tall, depending if I like really want to get on my tippy toes a little bit and look a little bit taller. 5'11", 6 feet tall. You could pick one. I usually pick the bigger number, right? 6 feet tall, let's just say. If I can have one returning guest character in a Mortal Kombat game, who would it be? Oh, there's two characters that come to mind. Number one is Predator, because obviously you guys know Hunter Predator is probably the most fun character in any Mortal Kombat game ever, in my opinion. You just have so many options with the 3 different variations. You have so much variety when it comes to combos with all 3 variations. But I love Freddy Krueger so fucking much. You have no idea. I can watch the Nightmare on Elm Street movies all day on repeat. I love Freddy Krueger so much. So I would want him to return as Robert Englund. Robert Englund already did the voice of Scarecrow. So obviously, you know, it would be cool if Freddy would return voiced by Robert Englund and looking like Robert Englund. Obviously, I don't think that will ever happen. I don't think Predator would ever come back. But if I had a choice, honestly, I would probably have to go with Freddy Krueger, voiced by Robert Englund, looking like Robert Englund. The Freddy Krueger. There's no other Freddy Krueger. Last question here. What's the best combo I've ever done on MK? There's 2 specific combos. One is my Hunter Predator combo, which I invented. I didn't invent the concept of the down 2 into the disc. That was invented by somebody else, but they did their combo with Hishku 10 Predator. But I invented the Hunter Predator version of that specific combo. And the fact that I invented the version of Hunter Predator, like the ending with the trap and, you know, doing the grab into the trap and stuff like that, the fact that like I came up with that, and it's probably the best looking Hunter Predator combo of all time. It sounds like I'm like sucking myself off, but come on, like, is there another Hunter Predator combo that looks better than that one, right? Down 2 disc, set the trap. You actually have to set the far trap because, no, you have to set the close trap because the opponent goes from your right side to your left side so fast that you have to input the close trap. So then the close trap becomes the far trap when the opponent goes to the other side. And then you hit them with the down 1, and then you grab them. Predator chokes them, and then throws them into the trap. And then you could still get another disc into the combo ender. Come on, there's no better Hunter Predator combo than that. And I came up with it. So it's that one, and then of course it's the 80% spawn combo, which, I mean, it's not that like I came up with it, because obviously it's just crushing blows on crushing blows, right? So it's not really like something specific like the Hunter Predator combo that you have to do specific things and you specifically come up with how things work. It's mostly just crushing blows on crushing blows. But the fact that I landed it online on somebody, pretty much the absolute perfect scenario, because they have to break away. You have to read that they're going to break away. You have to armor break them. And you also have to have under 30% in order to have the fatal blow. So literally everything has to go perfectly for you to hit that combo. So I can't really decide, man. Those 2 combos, the Hunter Predator combo that I got online, my Hunter Predator combo, and the Spawn combo are like the 2 combos that I love, and I can't really decide which one, man. It's really hard. I think honestly the harder combo to actually land online is for sure the Spawn combo, because everything has to go perfectly in order for you to get that combo. Literally everything has to go perfectly. You have to be a little bit inside of mid screen, right? You can't be like completely full screen or beyond full screen, because then you won't carry them to the corner. They have to have a specific amount of life. Because if they're under a specific amount of life, your down 2 is going to kill them. And then if they don't have enough life, your fatal blow is not going to kill them. So they have to have literally a specific amount of life, which I think is like 67%, 66, 67%, somewhere around there. If you have anything above or below that, the combo is not going to work. So I think the Spawn combo, man, I think just overall, it just looks really sick. and it's just everything has to go right in order for you to get that combo. That I think that's the one. If I had to choose one combo out of all of them, as far as like my best combo that I ever hit online, it has to be the Spawn combo, the Spawn 80% combo. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoy the Q&A video. I'll be back with another one at some point. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you aren't subscribed already, make sure you guys do so. And if you want to see some more, there's videos popping up on the screen right now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.